A very good evening from the sports desk. The Diadora Jozi Cup is a community-based winter cricket club competition spanning various age groups from under 11 through to the veterans group that include both boys, girls, men and women. The competition is played with a pink ball and colored clothing and takes place at a community club facilities across the Central Gauteng district. The finals are played at the DP World Wanderers Lions Cricket. CEO John Leafwright said now, in its second year, the tournament is aiming to grow the base of community clubs, blending the wisdom of the old with the aspiration of today's youth. Jono joins us on the line to tell us a little bit more about this. Jono, good evening and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much and a warm welcome to you and your listeners. It's great to join you.
Thank you. Just tell us a little bit about the Jozi Cup. It's in its second year. What was the big idea behind the establishment of the Jozi Cup?
Yeah, I think it was at the back end of a very successful summer season in 2022 when we decided to really launch Jozi Cup, that Diadora South Africa really backed and got behind in season one. And within a few weeks, we had 1,200 players from our various community clubs around Johannesburg that Lions Cricket works with and serves. And to have so many clubs really join us on this vision to grow community sport, to ensure that there is greater access to all, and to ensure that we can grow our communities and allow players to dream big and hope again, was something that was easy to get behind. And certainly our partners, Diadora South Africa, my board at Lions Cricket, the clubs, the players, jumped on it, and we had the most fantastic season one. And now, fast-tracking to season two, those 1,200 players have moved up to over 1,800, multiple new clubs, and it's just going bigger and bigger, which we're so excited about at Lions Cricket.
Jono, before we focus on the successes thereof, I mean, from your perspective as Lions Cricket, why is it important to be involved in a program like the Jozi Cup?
Yeah, for us, it's really about growing youth sports and allowing these grassroots players to dream big and hope and want to play for the Lions and want to play for the Proteas. And what we really launched was a grassroots section that starts at under 11 boys and girls, extends right up through our pipeline system, through our pathway system, to our veterans, our over 40s. This year we introduced blind cricket. So really we're driving the diversity and inclusivity. We want the entire Lions ecosystem to feel a part of the Lions family. We've done that really successfully over the last couple of years. I mean, more recently we had our Lions Cricket deaf team and our Lions Cricket blind team win the national competition. Our women's team win the CSA T20. Our men's professional side, we had our township hub program win the national competition. So Jozi Cup is just really an extension of that talent acceleration program, of the pathway plan for any player that sits within Lions Cricket. So what we really did is blend schools, blend clubs, blend the entire ecosystem into one competition called the Diadora Jozi Cup. And that's what we get to celebrate here tonight, and hopefully over the next 6 to 7 weeks get to celebrate.
And how far and wide do you go in inviting players and teams to the Jozi Cup?
So if you look at the jurisdiction of Lions Cricket, it extends as far as Heidelberg, Cederbank, West Rand, Joburg Metro, etc. So it's a very vast and wide area that Lions Cricket really are the custodians of. So we've got teams from Heidelberg, teams from Cederbank, teams obviously within the Joburg Metro, Gegiso, which is our flagship venue this weekend for the Diadora Jozi Cup. So it extends far and wide. We've also allowed a few teams from outside the region to join our local clubs within our districts and participate. So really we're extending the hand to all areas within Johannesburg, but our focus really is Lions Cricket. This is the only endorsed winter league for Lions Cricket. And to have so many players under our umbrella participating, I think is really exciting for our pathway and for our pipeline.
Jono, share with us some of the success stories. I mean, well-documented stories of the likes of Jenna Evans and Karabo Meso. But what are some of the success stories that we've seen coming out of 2022?
Yeah, if you look at the 22-23 season, I mean, we've got 5 trophies as Lions Cricket. I alluded to a bit earlier. Blind cricket champions, deaf cricket champions, CSA Women T20 champions, men's professional DP World Lions One Day Cup champions, the National Hub champions, and so many more successes. You look at Olusiyo, who captained the Under-19 World Cup team for South Africa. You look at Temba Bavuma successfully captaining our national side. You look at the fact that DP World Lions now, past season, had 4 Proteas and Rassie van and Sisanda Magala. And we sit with those 7 Proteas now. We've got a fantastic squad of professional men and women. And if you look at the success within our pipeline at various levels, from grassroots to our professional, we're succeeding on all levels. And it's an exciting space for Lions cricket, both within the boundary ropes and outside the boundary ropes. We launched the Hungry Hearts program to assist some of our club cricketers that often go to cricket matches on weekends hungry. We expect them to compete on level playing fields, but with empty stomachs. So we actually launched the Hungry Hearts program, where these players are now fed. The clubs collect food from the stadium on a Friday for these players to eat, and therefore compete with full stomachs. And we've seen those performances elevated. We've got additional players on bursary programs. So if you look at the entire ecosystem of Lions cricket within the boundary ropes and outside the boundary ropes, and the impact that we're making in communities and in the lives of many, we're part of a very proud brand. And as you know, our big tagline is Lions cricket, the pride of Jozi. And that's what we strive for every single day when we get up.
Jono, just in conclusion, briefly, I mean, we are well into the 2023 Jozi Cup. What can we expect this year, that is different from 2022?
Yeah, I think we're positioning ourselves as this flagship winter competition. As I alluded to, with the only endorsed winter competition in Johannesburg. And certainly things like DJs, things like colored clothing, pink balls. We really are the carnival of cricket over this winter. And I heard you in the intro mention that all the finals are at the DP World Wanderers. And we know every player wants to play there. We had some fantastic finals last year with fireworks and prize giving and confetti. We really try to position it as the little mini SA20 for club cricket. And certainly with the excitement of cricket in the country at the moment, the fact that the Proteas have just recently qualified as well for the World Cup later this year, cricket's in a good place. And I think as we drive energy back into brand cricket and back into the game in this country, we're in an exciting space. And it's up to us as the custodians of the sport to ensure that every player, every family, the media and other fall back in love with cricket. And we're trying to do that as best we can at Lions Cricket.
Jono, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you so much for coming through to talk to us. Jono Leaf-Wright.
Thank you for telling our story. We appreciate it.